The White House says the U.S. will stage a diplomatic boycott of the upcoming Winter Olympics in Beijing. The boycott is to protest Chinese human rights abuses. It's a move China has vowed to greet with firm countermeasures. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki told reporters during Monday's briefing that U.S. athletes will continue to compete and will have our full support. The administration, however, won't dispatch U.S. dignitaries to attend the games. Psaki says the U.S. has a fundamental commitment to promoting human rights and says the U.S. will not be contributing to the fanfare of the games. Aung San Suu Kyi's career took another dramatic turn Monday as a court in Myanmar sentenced the ousted leader to 4 years in prison after convicting her of incitement and breaching coronavirus restrictions. Other cases against her are pending. It was just a year ago that her National League for Democracy party won a landslide election victory that would have put her and her party back in office for a second consecutive 5-year term after decades of army-dominated rule. The military seized power from the short-lived democracy on February 1st, arresting Suu Kyi and scores of others, plunging Myanmar into turmoil after a brief period of stability and promises of more democracy. South African hospital wards are jammed with patients infected with Omicron coronavirus variant. In the past week, cases have reached more than 16,000. That's up dramatically from 2,300 last Monday, according to South Africa's National Institute for Communicable Diseases. Germany's presumptive new chancellor named epidemiologist Karl Lauterbach as his nominee to be the next health minister. Lauterbach is known for his support of strong COVID-19 precautions. Olaf Scholz introduced Lauterbach and other nominees for cabinet posts at a news conference in Berlin. Scholz, who led his Social Democratic Party to victory in September's parliamentary elections, is now assured of being Germany's new chancellor this week. The Green Party formally accepted the terms of the coalition formed with the SPD and the Free Democrats on Monday. The UN General Assembly upheld a decision to further delay action on allowing the Taliban and Myanmar's junta to represent Afghanistan and Myanmar in the international body. The General Assembly's Credentials Committee announced last week that it would postpone action on evaluating the Taliban's and the military junta's requests to represent their countries in the 193-member body. As a result, the envoys appointed by Afghanistan and Myanmar's former governments will, for now, remain in these nations' seats. It's a decision backed by the General Assembly on Monday. Following the Taliban's and the military junta's assumptions of power in their nations, these new governments attempted to challenge the authority and credibility of Afghanistan and Myanmar's current ambassadors. Authorities in Belarus have failed to release a freelance journalist who has worked for Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty's Belarus service, even though the 10-day jail term he was handed on a controversial hooliganism charge ended on December 6th. Andrei Kuznechik was sentenced on November 26th after a trial in which he refused to accept the guilty verdict. He was being held in Minsk's notorious Akrastensina detention center, many inmates of which have said they were tortured there. His relatives said on December 6th that they still had not been informed of his release. Belarusian authorities have yet to comment on the situation. Kuznechik went for a bike ride on November 25th before returning while accompanied by 4 men dressed in civilian clothes, according to his wife, Alessia Rock. The 3-year-old colt, whose Kentucky Derby victory in May came under scrutiny because of a positive drug test, has collapsed and died after a workout in Southern California. Trainer Bob Baffert says Medina Spirit suffered a heart attack. The horse had just completed 5 furlongs in his second workout since finishing second in the Breeders' Cup Classic 1 month ago.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.